Hey there, boys and ghouls. It's your friend Taryn Tats. I'm back with another video. I got another 4K Blu-ray to review for today, and I'm actually really happy about this. And I jumped on this. Um, I think you already know which one I'm going to be talking about. It's the 4K for Mother's Day. One of the biggest. I don't know about the biggest, but definitely one of Troma's big heavy hitters from 1980. But speaking of Troma, just before we get into that, something else I picked up, got this for really cheap, and okay, I don't know. I guess we're gonna see. I'm not sure if these are going to be good or not, but I guess if they're terrible, I could always sell them off. So we got here the Sexy Box from Troma. Where's it? Yeah, see right there, Troma. Yeah, I'm not lying. I'm not making it up. Anyway, yeah. And this comes with three movies: Waitress, The First Turn On, and Stuck on You. And that's not the Matt Damon, Greg Kinnear movie. But yeah, I got this for a really cheap price. And I figure I'd go ahead and, you know what, since I'm talking about a trauma movie that came out on 4K, may as well, you know, include this and do it as well. So these are supposed to be kind of like bawdy, raunchy comedies, in the vein of like Porky's kind of a thing. Waitress, it says three lovely waitresses are caught in the middle of a war between a deranged kitchen staff and unruly customers. Okay. The first turn on, a fart induced landslide. A fart induced landslide. A fart induced landslide traps oversexed youngsters in a cave as they relive their first sexual experiences. And Stuck on You, a couple suffering from relationship troubles travel through time to learn from lovers through the ages. Three, retro, raunchy, riotous comedy from Lloyd Kaufman and Michael Hers. So, yeah. So, I guess we'll see if these are going to be worth keeping or not. So, just real quick, there's Stuck on You. I didn't check for. Hopefully, these will be okay. Waitress. And The First Turn On. Oh, this one's. Yeah, I forgot about that. Vincent D'Onofrio's first ever film. So, if you're a fan of Vincent D'Onofrio, here's his first movie. So I guess we'll see if those are going to be any good. So I just thought I'd go ahead and show that since we are talking about Mother's Day from 1980, a trauma classic, and wow, Vinegar Syndrome really outdid themselves on this one. Um, excuse me. The thing about this one was, I know I only got the standard edition. I don't have the fancy slip cover, but I kind of made a decision. I found this at the record store yesterday. Again, it was really good price, and it occurred to me that like I've seen this movie before. I've watched it back in the day on VHS, and but I've never owned this movie in any format. I never bought it for whatever reason. I just never got around to buying it. I never bought it on VHS. I never bought DVD, Blu-ray. It's been available. It's not like it hasn't ever been available to buy, but for whatever reason, I never bought it, and it just felt like this is the time to get on it. Even though it's a standard edition, I don't have the slipcover, um, but I can live with it. Just the standard edition. I just really wanted to have it, and to finally get it in my collection. And that was, but a lot of the problem is though too is like for years I haven't been getting around to getting stuff like this that I never owned because a lot of it, let's face it, I've been sitting here rebuying a lot of stuff that I've already bought before. So, and that is something that I really, really, sometimes you get the urge, as a collector. At least I get the urge as a collector that, it's like after a while, it's like, okay, I upgraded this to this, or I upgraded this to that, or whatever else. But you really start to get, it really starts to wear down on you when you're like, I, I'm not getting stuff that I don't already have. I'm tired of just, you guys have heard me rant about it in videos past. It's like I'm just tired of buying the same movie over and over and over again. It gets old. And it just, like it just like I don't have this. I never had it. I want to have it, so I jumped on it. So and I'm glad I did. I mean, okay, yeah, I don't have the fancy slipcover, but just to finally have the original Mother's Day. You know what the sad thing is? I never had the original Mother's Day in my collection But I got the remake, with Rebecca De Mornay and Jamie King. I got the remake. I just never had the original. I was like, now finally I do, you know. So, but anyway, here we go. The original like poster art, and then there's on the back, loaded with bonus features. Show you the inside. Okay, there's your 4K disc, and there's your Blu-ray disc. Really nice artwork too, I personally think. But that's kind of cool. I like that. That they're pretty much about the same thing as the poster art, just with a red background instead of a white. And of course, you get the reversible cover art, same as the disc art, which I believe that's the cover for the slipcover. If you got the slipcover, which, like I said, I'm not gonna cry, that I don't have. I mean, yeah, slipcovers are nice. I'm not gonna lie, but it's like I can live with this. Okay. And oh wait, I didn't put that back in right. It's crinkled. Sorry. Just yeah, I gotta have it in there straight, otherwise I can't read the stuff on the back. Speaking of which, let's get into our loads of bonus features, which I'm really happy about. And I think though too, it's like another thing I'm happy about is like, okay, I mean, sure, I could have, yeah, I think that there is a Blu-ray of this available. I could have just gone back and bought that, but that's another reason why I'm glad that I bought this, was to finally to get this with all the bonus features and stuff included. So yeah, and for a good price too. So $29.99. I think that was a good price for this. Hell, to buy the standard edition on Amazon, I think it's like $45. But anyway, let's get into this. Okay, let's see here. 4K disc contains the 91-minute feature presentation of Mother's Day presented in HDR, which, yes, you do get high dynamic range, and newly restored from its 35mm original camera negative with the following sound options: original English mono soundtrack, along with a commentary track with director Charles Kaufman and assistant art director, Rex A. Piano? Sorry. Also included is a Blu-ray disc containing everything from the UHD disc, plus the following special features: You're a Sick Woman, an interview with actress Nancy Hendrickson; My Brother and Me, an interview with actor Michael McCleary; Writing to Mother, an interview with co-writer Warren Light. Sorry. Allergies are messing with me today. I'm sorry. I'm sure you really wanted to know that, but The Book of Mother's Day, an interview with with producer Michael Kravitz; The Last House in the Woods, an interview with production designer Susan Kaufman and costume designer Ellen Lufter. Lufter? Sorry. It's hard to read these things, especially at this angle. Cutting Mother, an interview with editor Daniel Lowenthal and assistant editor Richard W. Haynes; Celebrating Mother's Day, in an interview with assistant director Rex A. Piano; director Charles Kaufman, interviewed by Lloyd Kaufman; interview with actress Tiana Pierce. I think that's how you say it. Tiana Pierce. Messing up in deep barrens. The locations of Mother's Day. I'm so sorry. It's hard to read this stuff. It's so small. A tour of the shooting locations with assistant director Rex A. Piano and Mother's Day superfan Brandon Hall. Let's see. Archival interview with director Charles Kaufman and Darren Bousman talk Mother's Day at Comic-Con 2010. Eli Roth on Mother's Day. 8mm behind-the-scenes footage with commentary by Charles Kaufman. Archival interview with assistant director Rex A. Piano. And theatrical trailer, TV spot, and multiple radio spots. So I'm sorry. I know I kind of wasted a lot of your time there, but just, wow. And just kind of really hard to read all that. But yeah, you get a lot of good bonus features and stuff. So, and I'm just really, really happy to finally get this, man. Just, yeah, a horror title that I am aware of, I have seen, and just to finally own it in my collection. And now, honestly, I think everybody kind of already knew this from the get-go. I think you knew Vinegar Syndrome was going to do a really good job with the print transfer, and it does look fantastic. It looks really good. Like I never really watched on DVD or Blu-ray, so it's kind of hard to judge. But I mean, I have seen it on VHS, and so obviously, but the picture quality on here, I was really shocked. I was shocked to find out that it's actually the movie was shot in 35 millimeter. I actually thought it was 16 millimeter. So I was going in. I was really. I think maybe that's one of the reasons why I like it. It's probably because my expectations were pretty low. But yeah, the transfer on this looks amazing, and the sound quality is amazing too. You know, I just tested it. Just tried just a regular speaker on my TV, and had it kind of not turned down, but just kind of at a normal setting, and it sounds just fine. You hear everything. You hear the music, the dialogue, everything else. So Vinegar Syndrome did do a good job. I'd be surprised if they come out and say, "Oh, there's flaws with it." It's like, really, what flaws? I didn't. It looked pretty good to me, but it's always possible, I guess. Of course, obviously, the biggest thing is like some of the practical effects, like at the beginning of the movie when the guy is sitting in the back seat of the car, and the one son comes up and cuts his head off with a machete. I mean, you could clearly tell it's a fake head and stuff like that. But the thing is, I think that uh, I don't remember from back in the VHS days, but I'm pretty sure even on DVD or Blu-ray, you could tell it was a fake head. But so I mean, yeah, that is kind of the trade-off that some of the practical effects do look a little bit on the obvious side. But other than that, though, I mean, I am really surprised what a good job they did. And this is, I think I can clearly say, yeah, I think anybody who gets this is going to agree. This is easily the best this movie's ever looked. And so yeah, I'm happy. Like I said, yeah, it would have been nice to have it with a slipcover, but I admit I got too overzealous, and I was just more concerned. I wasn't so concerned about the exact representation. I was just more concerned about I never had this. I wanted it. I want to get it in my collection, so I did. And so there we go. So now I finally have Mother's Day from 1980 in my collection. So now I can feel more like a true horror movie fan because I have the original and not just the remake. So actually, the remake's pretty good. I like the remake. The remake was pretty well done. So anyway, so that's going to do it. So yeah, so finally got. So if anybody took the time to watch this, I thank you for watching. I appreciate you for watching. I honestly hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please leave it a like? If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And there's going to be more videos to come. And next week we got several videos up, ready to go. So or we're gonna have several videos up ready to go. So that's it. So and I'm sorry about my allergies messing with me, but that's it, everybody. Take care. Have a good night, and I'll see you later. Bye.